This will be, or is, my last time, I believe, crowning you as queen.
Yes.
And it's been said that you know you're ready to be a national sales director when you're ready to move the spotlight from yourself to your people. And I believe that next year that you will be crowning your own queen. I think that God's call on your life is evidence in your deep commitment to your people and to those that you lead, and your desire and your will to rise to the call of leadership and to step into the position of National Sales Director. You've had quite a year, and to watch you teach yesterday at our director meeting, to see the peace really that you had this morning, it was almost angelic. You definitely are in a place where you are at a new level, and the Holy Spirit is most certainly all over you. You are, in my mind, you're absolutely a 360-degree leader. You lead yourself well. You lead your peers well. You lead your unit and your offspring well. And you continue to lead up, and you make me a better leader. You're a dream. And I know that this is your moment. It's not my moment, but I do want to say that I would be remiss without saying that you make me a better leader because of your example, because of your attitude, and the way that you are constantly honoring and lifting me up. I don't think a week or 2 weeks goes by without an affirming postcard or a gift or flowers or just a I love you text. And it means the world to me, the way that you love me, and that makes me want, I know you do, and that makes me want to be a better leader. Like, it makes me want to show up for you in a bigger way. And so I want to thank you for your clear commitment to being your very best self, because it has caused a ripple effect in our area. And just as your appointment to National Sales Director will be also. He is doing a new thing, Tina 2.0, DNA. Here you come.
Wow, okay, so I just want to say hello. My name is Tina 2.0. And my alarm is going off to turn in numbers that I don't have to turn in, so I don't know how that's happening. But anyway, okay, so first I want to say that 124 days ago, just my world was kind of turned upside down. And some of you know the story and some of you don't, but for those of you that don't really know, I was found unconscious in my Cadillac after being hit by another vehicle, and I suffered a lot of injuries, but the main ones were a C-spinal injury, 200 muscles that had soft tissue damage, a separated AC joint, multiple contusions, and a brain injury, which was like a grade 16 concussion and whiplash. And I was basically in a place where I couldn't do anything with my business for about 4 months. I've been out of the game. And that is such a testimony, because I took a fourth of the year off because of something I couldn't control. And we now stand here at number 1. And that's why our hashtag is #OnlyGod. What the enemy wanted to use to throw us off course, God chose to use as an opportunity for leaders in my area to rise up like I haven't seen them before, and an opportunity for me to receive help and love that I have never been able to accept before. And you only are able to accept the love that you feel you are worthy of. And so this was a really big wake-up call for me. And everything was stripped. Like, I couldn't be on TV. I couldn't, not that I ever did that anyway, but I couldn't be on my phone, which I was connected to 24/7. I couldn't read, you guys. I couldn't read a book. Noises were too much. Light was too much. It's just something that I've never experienced before. If all of you that know me, and I'm an activator, like I'm an achiever. I like to go and I like to do and I like to be in control. And it was the one thing that I think God had to strip me of before this next position, was the things that I always wanted to be in control of. And I had no control. And so that's why my hashtag for this seminar is Only God. Because when you're ready for an appointment, that's when God steps in and he prepares you for what he's called you to do. And I thought I've been ready so many times, you know? And every year I've been, you know, growing and learning. But this last big thing was the one thing that I was holding on to. And we all have that one thing. And it takes courage to either do it on your own, or God will show you how to do it if you're not even ready for it, if he's called you to a bigger purpose. And it all starts with a dream. Like, it has to start with a dream that he's placed on your heart. And the dream and the process of getting to that dream, the process is building your character into the woman who is able to receive that dream. And so I have to read this to you because I was doing a Bible study, and this came up this morning. I read it to Kristen, and we were both like, whoa. And I have to read this to you because it made a huge impact, and I just knew that this is what I was supposed to share tonight. Every single dream that any of us may have is absolutely outside of our comfort zone. Your dream is always beyond your comfort zone. When you only focus on the day-to-day realities of life, you will lack the courage to break free from your comfort zone in order to live out your purpose. The really large dreams that you and I have are always a long distance beyond the boundaries of our comfort zone. Dreams always lie in the land of unfamiliar. They are found in the anxiety-producing great unknown. We've never been there. We've never done anything like this before. We're unable to know what will happen. We're unable to guarantee that we will succeed there. We must rely on faith there. But remember, God desires faith to grow within each of us. That is why he places our dreams in a place that involves faith to live out. So the battle begins with faith, even before one single step or action has been taken to make the dream come into reality. This is because the initial battle is private, personal, hidden, and unknown by anyone else. It involves personal faith. In fact, I've heard this from people who are stuck in the starting blocks so many times I cannot remember all the people. I've never told anyone my private dream. Do you know why they say that to me? It's because they never fully embrace their dreams themselves. They've locked it away in that dark room with their comfort zone boundary ropes. Since they rarely visit that room, they aren't about to take anyone else in that room either. And you wrestle first and foremost with your own faith. And once you decide to place your faith in God's guidance and direction, he will reveal to you the big picture and place vision within your heart. In January this past year, Julia was talking at January Jumpstart, and she said that she had to increase her prayer and spiritual life to the size of the goal, to the size of the vision, and to the size of the dream that God had placed on her heart. And I took that so seriously, Julia, when you said that. And I remember in my Echo, we have an Echo prayer group, and I really wanted to embrace that in my own life. And I asked all of my directors to pray consistently for me, because I had like anxiety about it, and I didn't know what to expect. But I knew that I needed to increase in that area. Little did I know, on April 22nd, God was going to answer that prayer by giving me complete solitude. Without anything that normally brings me joy and excitement and what the things I can control, he gave me just him. For 30 days straight, it was just like him and I, nothing else. And then after that, he slowly allowed me to bring things back into my life and heal my body in a way that was absolutely miraculous. And so only God can do something like that. And so I encourage, I don't know like where your faith walk is, but I just feel really compelled to say that he is the author and perfecter of our faith. He went before us, and he did the impossible because he loves us. And we put our faith and trust in him. Things work out the way they're supposed to. And when he puts those dreams on your heart, they will come true. And don't think for a second that he didn't put them there. Because where else would they come from? Right? And so I just want to say, like, there's so many things, like, I want to thank, like, my unit is amazing. Like, oh my goodness gracious, I have the most amazing unit. And what you see, like, if my unit can stand up, can we give my unit a round of applause too? Literally worked when they couldn't get a hold of me, couldn't talk to me, like, I had no way of communicating whatsoever, and they just, Kate, stay standing, just kept doing the next thing, you know, and I love, you can just tell that you guys caught the vision, and you're leaders in your own right, and you didn't need me to lead, because you were already leaders, and you were leading your own lives and your own businesses, and that is just so amazing. And then my directors, oh my goodness gracious. If my directors could just stand up or step forward or move out somewhere, Christina, Taylor, Sierra, come on, please. I just have to say, you guys, seriously, I have never experienced the type of love and support and prayer and just overall, like, all hands on deck, like I did this last 4 months with you guys. I mean, whether you prayed for me, whether you brought me food. Thank you for the food. Okay, I mean, I love food, okay. You guys supported my unit when I couldn't be there. You answered questions, you formed foster groups. Amanda, I can't even put words into how I saw you rise into a leader that you have never been before. And take initiative on things that I was just like, my mind was being blown. I mean, you were acting like a national in my absence, and everyone followed you. I mean, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever. I saw you speaking at the unit bonding night, and my mouth was on the floor. I'm so grateful for you. And Kristen, oh my gosh, Kristen, you're like my best friend, and you know that, but you have been so supportive and just like cultivating a spirit of love while I haven't been there, and like just bringing everyone together in a way that I have never seen. And everyone is like, oh, Kristen is just so wonderful. Like, just because you are so wonderful. You have the heart that's bigger than your body, if that's even possible. And I could not have gone through the pain, the anger, the turmoil in my spirit for 4 months that God was working on me through without your prayers, your constant support and positivity and pouring into me, and even getting in a cold chamber of negative 171 degrees with me. That is a friend. I know, I love you too. And then I want to say to like Bree and Sierra and Sam and Jenna and Sydney, all of you that just like popped up, Taylor, all of the new directors, you guys that you saw this year were our sales directors that are going to be in my future national area. And I was so mind blown by that. I was taken out for half a year, and all the new sales directors were from my future area. And then I asked Julie, I was like, how many people are registered here today? I just have to ask. And she's like 98. And I was like, that means over a third are from my area, like my area that's being born, our area. And so if you are in my future national area, would you please stand, because I want you to get a round of applause. We have our shirts, so if you have your shirts, can you hold them up? These are our seminar, Only God, Diamond National Area. And you know, this is my way of like saying it's happening, okay? These shirts, it's happening, okay? We are doing this, it's time, and you know, I've been so grateful for the position that I've had this long, and I've been so grateful for being queen. I've been so grateful for being number one. I'm like the most grateful person ever, you have no idea. But it is time to move on, and only God is gonna put this area together, and I believe it's gonna happen before 2020. And then that way, when we show up at seminar next year, already done with our national area, we already have 5 lines in our national area right now. You guys, 5 lines. Thanks to Sam and her DQ. Where is Sam? Sam and her DQ. Yeah. And we're gonna have more. I believe we can finish with 10. I believe we can finish the 2020 year with 40 sales directors. 20 plus 20 is 40. And so I'm just saying that. God, like, your will be done. But I believe it can happen. So I just want to say thank you. This has been a fun run, Julia. And although I hate to say it's over, I'm kind of glad that I'm moving on. But all of this reflection of your leadership. And so I just want to say, like, none of this would be possible if it hadn't been for your mentorship and your absolute positive mentoring, joy, love, and abundance that you poured into me on a daily, weekly basis. Your cards, your letters, your love, your flowers, you do it to me too. I mean, I know, but it's like that's where I learned it from. I learned gratitude from you. I learned generosity from you. I learned talking about the people in my life who helped me be better because of you. Because that's what you do. You know, you never have the spotlight on you. It's always about the people who helped you get there. And you know, a sign of a good leader is not the leader who takes the wins, but it's the leader who talks about the wins because of the tribe of women that she brings along with her. And that's what you've always done, is you've always brought a tribe of amazing women along with you. And you've led such an example of a 360 leader, like I said before. And that's this right here, this offspringing of a second national area. It's just a reflection of your leadership and amazingness. Is that a word? It is now. So I want to say thank you, and this has been fun, and I'm ready. And so, peace out.